Jay-Z accused of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old along with Diddy. It's a hell of a story. Buckle up. Put it up full mass. A major update and allegation in the case against Sean Diddy Combs came to light this weekend. Indisputable has the details. Jay-Z has now been accused of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old child in a civil case against Sean Diddy Combs. The amended complaint filed Sunday says Combs and Carter assaulted the girl at an after party following the 2000 MTV Music Awards, Video Music Awards. Quote, another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting the minor, the amended complaint said, which modifies an original complaint filed in October against Combs. Reads, quote, many others were present at the after party, but did nothing to stop the assault, end quote. Carter was identified in the original complaint as Celebrity A, the suit reads. Before the filing of the amended complaint, Tony Busby, an attorney for the plaintiff, who is unidentified in the filing, had sent a letter to Carter requesting he and the plaintiff engage in mediation. Busby told Business Insider, quote, Jay-Z responded to said letter by not only filing an utterly frivolous lawsuit, but by also orchestrating a conspiracy of harassment, bullying, and intimidation against plaintiffs' lawyers, their families, employees, and former associates in an attempt to silence plaintiff from naming Jay-Z herein. The complaint reads, quote, this effort was meant to scare plaintiff and to discredit her counsel. That effort failed. Indeed, plaintiff chose to file this amendment as a result of the egregious conduct perpetrated by Carter, Busby told Business Insider. Quote, the pleading speaks for itself. This is a very serious matter that will be litigated in court, end quote. So just minutes after the news of the lawsuit hit the internet, Jay-Z fired back with a statement of his own, shared via Rock Nation social media accounts, quote, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt, called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. The statement begins. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. He then calls Busby a fraud, saying, no, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. In the statement, the music mogul goes on to call the allegations so heinous in nature, adding, quote, I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. And just some nuance, this is a civil litigator, not a prosecutor. So this individual would not be the one who would file those charges. He added that his, quote, only heartbreak is for his family, his wife, Beyonce, and his children. Quote, my wife and I we have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. So social media has not been quick to jump to his defense. So for some online, Jay-Z's once close proximity to Diddy was proof enough to them or for them in the court of public opinion. One user pointed out on X, formerly known as Twitter, quote, now Jay-Z has been besties with Diddy for about 30 years. Kind of illogical to assume his hands are completely clean from Diddy's filth, end quote. All right. We have another one, Miss Andrew Noor, PhD. Whenever ish like this comes out, I feel so bad for the kids, especially if they are old enough to understand. I see these folks talking about these traumatic allegations. R. Kelly kids, Blue Ivy, etc. They didn't ask to be brought into the world, let alone into some BS. Okay. Which is all very true and obviously very sad. So this is an allegation. In the United States of America, you are presumed innocent unless proven guilty. I know we say until proven guilty, but that almost indicates that you will be proven guilty unless you're proven guilty. The court of public opinion is very different. There are some circumstantial dynamics here that seem troubling, not just to Jay-Z, but for others who are of the Hollywood type. Very few people are able to claim they had no relation with Diddy in the music industry. And if you did not, it seems as if you were or became an enemy of P. Diddy somehow because you weren't down with the crowd. Whatever it may be, I think both sides are correct. At this point, it has to be litigated in a court of law, period. As far as Diddy is concerned, we can't act as if these rumors, now allegations, were not prevalent for years against him in his own camp. All right, Jackson, thoughts here?
Well, as you pointed out, this has to be litigated, and Jay-Z has publicly made a statement basically saying, bring it on and prove it. So we'll find out. If there's more evidence, then we'll see it. If not, we won't. But at the end of the day, what's more important than Jay-Z or not is that very wealthy people, not just in this country, but throughout history, by default, because they have power, have been able to abuse people, have been able to take advantage of people, have been able to silence people. And Diddy, in his case, is just another Harvey Weinstein. And we've seen so many of these instances where these people, for years and years and years, get away with mistreating people, abusing people, just because they're able to give opportunities to people in whatever industry they're in, whether it's because they can make them millions of dollars in a movie contract, a music contract, whatever. So again, we'll see what happens with Jay-Z. I don't have any personal reason to say, oh, he did this for sure. I don't know if he did, but what I do know is that this is a rampant problem within America, within the United States. And the Me Too movement really kind of galvanized us really taking a look at what happens and what women have gone through, both underage and not underage, just the
Yep.
abuse that women have had to suffer at the hands of very powerful men. So we'll see what happens. And again, I think that at the end of the day, it's good that more of a spotlight is being shown on this, because it's unacceptable for powerful men to be able to get away with these kinds of things just because they can get you a paycheck. So we'll see what happens.
And we will keep everyone updated as the case develops. All right.